Hello, I'm going live today again. It is Friday, my day off from my regular job. So I am going to uh, show some of the blanks that I ordered and got in. And then I'm also going to show the magnetic hoop on our machine. So say hey, but I'm Lynn. I'm here to help everybody learn that wants to learn with me. And so let's get started. So if you need help or there's some question, I will do my best to answer it. You can email me at katielynscreations@.com or yahoo.com, sorry. And I will do my best to get to you as soon as I can. Or if there's something that you want to learn that you're a little bit like, oh no, how do I do that? Tell me and I'll try and learn it and then show you. So let's see what we got going on today. So I got a nice big box down there. There's some batting in there too. But so what I did is I ordered some blanks from ANRB because I want to do some monogramming. And these are cute little dresses. You can use these for Christmas or shamrock on them, but this is a cute little dress, and I'm going to try and monogram right up in here. And I've got Sandy. I need to lock you up. I got it in green, and then they are in red. So that's really cool. I also got a cute unicorn. Well, they don't make it easy to get into it, do they? But yeah, isn't he cute? Hello, everyone. But I've been seeing people do these, and I thought, well, the company that I can get wholesale from had these, and they're new. So I thought, well, let me get one to try. But the insides just pop out, and then you can hoop right in here and do a cute little monogram for a baby or just a name. So that's one of the projects that I'm going to work on. That's really cute. And then I got a moose, it looks like. I got a moose. He's really cute too. You unzip him too. He's kind of got a little bit of a belly there. So these are two of the projects that I'm going to work on, and I will hopefully can get a video up in a couple more weeks. Sometimes time is not something I always have. And then I had not seen one of these before, and I thought, well, this is really cute. I thought, well, I'll get this and try it. But this is a unicorn. Oh my gosh, that holds the blanket. Of course, it is attached, so then you would embroidery your blanket, and then they have a nice little, cute little unicorn to keep their blanket all nice and safe. So I hadn't seen this before. I've seen other people doing the stuffed animals and stuff. So uh, that'll be interesting to try because it is attached. So you'll have to work around that and stuff. So I got that. And then, of course, I did get myself some Snippers. These are for embroidery or applique that have a little bit of curve. So I thought, well, I'll try these. I've heard people had really good success with these. And then I got some water soluble solvy for putting on top of your stretchy garments or furry garments. Like if you're doing a stocking that has the cuff that is furry, you definitely want to put this down. Or if you're going to do a name, you might want to try and do like a knockdown stitch, which knocks it down and then you put the name on top of it. So there's lots of options. That's one thing that I find very interesting about the embroidery is that we have many options of things that we can do. So just a few of the blanks I got to try. Okay, so now I do have the Mighty Hoop that does not come with our machine, but I did buy one to try. And so I'm going to do this with a sample. I've been working on a design and I have resized the design. And you want to make sure when you resize it that it sews out well, because sometimes you got to be careful. If you resize it too much, then the registration doesn't look right. So it's always important to do a test run anytime you are altering a design. And so that's what I'm going to do. Also, there is a you can get these at Hobby Lobby here in the US. They are 9 by 12. And this is what I'm doing with samples. So if you don't want to use a whole shirt for something that you're going to display for sale, you can just get one of these and do your design on that. And you fold it nicely so it looks like a shirt. And hang on just a second. So here are some of the other ones, the samples that I've done, but if you'll fold it up when you're taking your picture, kind of pin it down, it will eventually look like it's a folded shirt. Take a picture, and if you know anything about Photoshop or whatever, you can kind of crop it out or even crop the design out and put it onto a nice background, because you're always wanting to have your stuff to look good on that. But this is an easier way. They're 79 cents at Hobby Lobby, but this is an easier way to do a sample. 79 cents, a little bit of stabilizer, and you can check to see, because sometimes colors may not even be good. You think you got a good color combination, you get it done, and you're like, maybe I don't like that. So, you're not wasting a shirt. And, that's saving money, 79 cents and a little bit of backing in your thread. And you have easy little samplers that you can do. Excuse me. So, anyway, I have this. Let me see. But I am going to see, this does not quite fit in my Mighty Hoop. It's a little bit narrow. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and put the spray on the back of my design. And then I'm going to put it on the backing and then put it in the hoop. So here we go. And this is, when you're using stretchy material and stuff, this is something you really can be nice, because you know it helps it stick and doesn't move around quite as much. Just take that down like that. And watch out, because this thing does pinch your fingers. And I went ahead and marked my center, so like if I am going to do a shirt or something, I will know where to place that design. So I am going to lay this right here, somewhat in the center, and gently put it in there. And so then it's nice and tight, and you always want to make it, check and see if it sounds like a drum, so that you know it's good. So there's the hoop. These go over here. This always goes up towards the little hooky there. Okay, so slide this in my machine. Make sure that it is latched underneath these little brackets right here. There's these little brackets, and sometimes when I'm doing applique, if I don't make sure and get that right back in the right place, then my registration is off. So I always am now learning to double check this. Okay, and here is the design that I have altered and put together. It's a design that I'm hoping that maybe I can sell at a church craft show. Our church likes this saying that the king is in the field. And so I took and edited a design I had. I took half of the lion and then put the words and the crown on there. So I did that on a program right now that I know a little bit about. It's called So What Pro. It's a little easier. I do have the program that came with this machine, but I have not learned it yet. Just not enough time in my work week, with working 4 days a week and then trying to do the embroidery and videos and everything. So, but I've already got this set up. And another thing is, anytime you mess with a design, always test it. So this is going to be my test run. I'm hoping that it works. I had to make sure that it fit in this hoop, because you know I'm trying to adjust to this size of hoop. And so I always recommend that once you do get your design in, that you float your design to make sure it doesn't hit the hoop. I have done that where I've actually gotten the needle in my hoop. Oops. But it happens. So, so we're going to go over here, and I am going to hit float and generate that. And so I got my design in, all the colors are in. So I'm going to hit the button over here that says float. It will generate the file, and then it's going to start floating. I take and I put my foot down so I didn't hit over here. Making sure that we don't hit up at the top. It's close, but we're not hitting. Try and move your finger around, because getting down to this bottom is a little bit challenging. Sometimes if it looks like it's going to get close, you need to make sure, and we are good. So if you get to where it's getting like it's too close, make sure you pull up your finger so that that does not hit your hoop while you're doing that. So we are set. So this is right here. I do have my table on because I was doing the snowman, and I left it on because I want to do some more snowman here a little bit later. And so we are ready to start. And so we're going to hit the start button. Okay. Now I do have a little bit of a leader here. I stop my machine and try and make sure that your little tail, you snip them off before they get under underneath there and everything. That helps. All right. So I think after I get done with this K, I'm going to go ahead and stop it and actually put some of this on top, because some of the smaller details over here look like they're sinking into the fabric a little bit. And so I want to make sure that I can get that staying up, because it gives it a better quality of look on your design. Up. So if you can see, this is a really tiny spot right here on this K that looks like it's not as good as quality as it could be. So that's why I want to add the solvy on top. So we're going to put it back in. Make sure it's in there. And then I am going to go ahead and lay this on here. Get myself a little bit of tape. Kind of tape it down a little bit over here on the side. You have one of these machines? You have well, I call it Bai machines, or a machine in general. All right, so let it finish up here. And right now I'm running at 840 for the speed, which I might be able to crank it up a little bit. I always kind of start out a little bit slow to see how it handles the design, because not all designs are digitized equally. And so that's why I start slow, and then I will eventually, as this has got quite a few stitches, it's got 42,000 stitches. And that's one thing nice. These machines do go up to higher speeds, but you need to always be careful when you are doing that. Sometimes you'll have more problems running at higher speeds. So you just have to adjust that. Sometimes it works and sometimes it don't. Weather can affect your embroidery. You know, if you have a design that might not stitch out really good last week, this week maybe you've had some rain, or that all plays into when you're embroidering. Or if you have thread that you don't realize it's old, or, you know, I've got some thread that from other projects or sewing that are old, and sometimes they start to break a little bit more and cause more problems. So when this gets done with the king, I'll show you the part here on the end of this sheet to show you how much better it looks having the solvy on top of it. So give me just a few more seconds. It's almost done here, and I can stop it. Okay. Let me go ahead and stop it. Cut it up, and then I'm going to show you. All right. I don't know. Let me see. Right here, this G is up higher, and I think it definitely looks better here because it didn't sink so much into here. I know it's hard to see the details, but simple things like that can really make your design better. And it's not that much more to do to add. That's a little weak. All right, I got another little tail here because I cut it off and stopped. And two, one thing nice too, you can save your scrap always for anything, because sometimes you'll have smaller projects where you may only need a smaller piece. Try to get the most out of your items as possible. I save the back stabilizer, put that in a box. Sometimes, you know, if you're like doing socks, somebody asked me about socks and how to do them, and so you could use your shoe device and do a sock, or if you have the 8 in one, them on that, which I don't have, but I'm looking into getting it. But you know, you need smaller pieces. If you got a sock, that's not very big, so you could use your scrap to fill that in and save money. You know, this stuff is not cheap by any means. All right. I definitely like these commercial machines because they do make it so much easier for faster production. You know, I do have a single needle fast embroidery machine, sewing machine. And, you know, it stops after every color. You have to change it. And, you know, that takes time to re-thread your thread every time you have a color change. So that gets pretty time consuming. Not that I'm not going to still use that, but this makes it nice having 15 colors, and you have more options with your hoops. So And if somebody's interested in details to what else comes with the machine, I am a representative here in the U.S. and starting to sell the machines in my area. But the designs kind of like come to life on you. And that's what I like about any type of sewing is you'll start with nothing and then you'll start seeing it form and you're like, that's cool. All right, well, we're almost done with the wording. And then the lion's head will start. So at that point, I'm going to kind of pull my slowly back because I'm not really sure I want that under there. I mean, you could leave it if you wanted to. But I am going to go ahead and pull it back. But I have some stars on here that are smaller that I want to keep that on so that they will stay above and not sink in to the fabric. All right. Here's Sandy. This is Sandy, one that was talking to us earlier. Hello, everybody. I'm Canyon. She's got her little outfit on for the chillier weather here in Texas today. Not like super cold, but no snow. No snow. All right, just about done here. Okay, switching colors here. I am going to take this off again and show you. Here it is so far. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this off and I am going to pull it back a little bit and tape it down so that it does not get into the rest of the part of the design. Okay, so just put it like that. Put this back in. Make sure it's in. All right, so we're gonna start this again. All right. So here at 840, so we're gonna try and turn it up some here. How well it does. So we are at 950. So So far, it's doing pretty good on doing the underlaying stitches. Always kind of watch, see. Let me see if I can get you a little bit better picture. Say hey, thanks for watching. So my thread started to fray. So trim this up a little bit. Rethread. So I am probably going to turn it back down. Excuse me. One thing I wish that they would have put a light coming out here. My vision is not as good as it used to be. And getting big fingers down here to get that in sometimes is challenging. All right. And I need my tweezers. I don't have my tweezers. Here we go. Handy dandy tweezers. All right. Okay. So now we need to back up. And there's this little arrow over here on this machine that is a needle with an up and down. And so we need to go backwards. So we're going to hit this. And I am going to kind of watch while I have my... Dang it. Did I lose you? Computers. Trying to do this with a computer is not easy. But so I keep my foot down so I can kind of see where I need to go back to. And I just keep this pushed down, get back to where I need to. And all right, so we're ready to start again. And I'm going to go ahead and turn it back down. 8. I'm going to trim my tail here. Well, if you like the videos, like them, subscribe. That helps me out. Because if people like them, more people will find the videos and learn from what we're doing. So I appreciate any likes, shares, subscribe to the channel. Thank you. I got to get 1,000 subscribers to be able to live stream from my mobile phone, which I can have better access at doing the lives instead of trying to move my computer around so that you can see what I'm doing. Before I got my machine, I started watching several other YouTubers and learned quite a bit from them. But I still watch other people's videos because it helps me learn. So um, it's fun. I like doing it. I just hope that I'm helping you because I used to be, when I was younger, I was a youth leader for our church and being there. I always enjoyed that. But now that I'm older, I'm not in that role anymore. And I really like teaching. And so I thought, well, why not video? Some people learn different than others. Some people learn through watching. Some people by hands-on and reading directions. Which I don't read directions very well. I always skip them. I found this apron at Hobby Lobby that is for kids that I'm going to embroider, but I found one for my best friend, and it's black and pink, and I'm not sure where I have it at the moment. But that's another one I'm going to venture out and try and get done, hopefully. But I mean, we have so many options with these machines. I was looking at designs for like tablecloths, a little more expensive. There's one that has like 5 or 6 designs for about $32, and it had poinsettias on it. And I'm like, I get carried away buying designs, that's for sure. Um, there's so many neat designs out there. Oh, you want to come back up? Oh, another thing too, when you're looking for things to monogram or something, I found some beach towels on clearance at Walmart, $2.50, and they're mermaid, which is really hot right now. So I bought about 30 of them, but for $2.50, that's a pretty good price. You don't always have to go to places online. Places online because it's a Dollar Tree or a dollar store. So they have towels, $2.50 at some of the dollar stores. Some dollar stores are $1. It's Dollar General. They're like 50. It's a good price for hand towels or whatever you want a monogram on. Yeah, why can't you? Yeah, you want a cancer? Say hi to all the people out there. Hello. All right. Well, it looks like it's stitching pretty good. Sometimes, you get loops. Time. That means your tension is too loose. All right. Here to help light that up in the back. I found that on Amazon, and it's kind of nice. I'll show you. Of course, I do have a light up here, but it gets dark back there, and so sometimes want to see better. And they're self-adhesive, so you can put it on there, and it'll help light up the area that you're in back where you're looking at. And I had to check this because that's really close down there. So he made it. Yay! I didn't hit the hoop. Now, if I was doing this design on a shirt that was stretchy, I probably would have left the solvay on because it does have some wisp of hair. Um, that have points on it, which might have made them stick up a little bit better on the stretchy woven fabric. That's one thing I kind of wish this machine would have was like a timer that when you start your design, that it would tell you actually how much it took to, or you can keep track of each design. Because when you're trying to figure out what to sell an item for, you got to know how much time production it takes to figure out what you're going to charge for it. And sometimes it would just be nice if that machine offered that, which it does not. Here we go. We're switching colors. I'm going to start getting some detail in this Bai.